September we met, I could tell by your smile. You hadn't been with a good girl like me in a while. Yeah,
This early in the morning, I thought this would that's like for the, I guess that's a little kiddie section down there. Things are working here. That's a lazy. I don't even know. I've never heard of that fish before. Heard of the alligator gar. I mean, but the bowfin, I've never heard of that. A gator, Christian. Maybe we'll see a gator.
Now I'm up all night. I'm picturing you acting like a fool. I'm on the other side. You're like a full moon, and I'm up all night, howling at you. Tables are
There. Come on, go ahead, Christian. Christian, you know how to
turn. Tables have turned. Tables have turned.
Nice picture. Oh my God.
I used to be chill. Now I can't catch my breath. When you say my name, I feel
So see Magic Kingdom? There it is. You see it?
can't handle the space. I need you here by my side.
Magic Kingdom. Out to the front and look there, or what do you think?
I had control in the driver's seat, but my hands are slipping off the wheel. Now the tables have turned. Now I'm up all night. I'm picturing you acting like a fool. I'm on the other side. You're like a full moon, and I'm up all night, howling at you. Tables have turned. Tables have turned. Tables have turned. Tables have turned. Feelings all turned upside down. I guess I'm the needy one now.
You remember how to do it, Christian?
Now the tables have turned. Now I'm up all night. I'm picturing you acting like a fool. You're like a full moon, and I'm up all night, howling at you. Tables have turned.
They're known as a ghost of the forest, even with the runners on they are quick on land. They run up to about 20 miles an hour instead of scattering when you're all together. Makes that threat. Pretty common thing with a lot of animals like the antelope, but they are the female giraffe walking over here on the left. There's no material inside, and go like that. That is called a coalition of. If you're wondering what separates rhinos from us, we do have a lot of bushes right there.
I think that's a stand over there. You don't want ice cream? The roller coaster is like right around the edge. Okay, so I'm gonna have. Get them right. We got the season coming up. We gotta get them right. I'm Christian. Go Christian.
Entrance!
Christian, back up, Christian. Hello guys, welcome back to this vacation segment of my YouTube channel. as you can see, this trip was a Disney Orlando trip. This trip was dedicated to my 5-year-old who was visiting Disney for his first time. I have 3 boys. My first son, who is 34 now, he had many opportunities here at Disney way back when we started traveling to Disney back in 1995. My 17-year-old, this was his 6th time at Disney, so he's been here quite a few times. And again, Christian, the 5-year-old, this was his very first time, so we wanted to make this very special for him, and that's why his brother tagged along and helped him out. I don't do rides, so his brother was here to get on all the rides and do all those fun things with him. But guys, I got to tell you, as you already know, a lot of you already know, Disney is one of the most draining vacations you could ever have. And you'll hear the cliche, you got to take a vacation from a vacation when you leave Disney, right? That is actually true. That is absolute, right? In terms of the full meaning of that. Because right now, for example, being home just one day, I've been sleeping and sleeping and sleeping, still trying to catch up and reset from what I experienced there. And even before going to Disney, I said to myself, I'm going to try and prepare for this toll that this park can take on you, right? Or these parks, that is, because there are many parks within Disney, and we basically visit them all. We're going from Magic Kingdom. We get park hoppers, so we're all over the place. So, Magic Kingdom to Animal Kingdom to Hollywood Studios to Epcot Center to Blizzard Beach to Typhoon Lagoon and some of the other parks that are in the small city there, which is Disney World. So, I prepared for this. I don't usually, I'm not a guy that goes out and spend $150 for a pair of sneakers like these young kids today. My son, that's all he ever wants to do, get $150, $200 pair of sneakers. But this time I bought some sneakers that I thought would hold up, and they did not do that for me, to be honest with you. Minutes into the parks, you can't walk, your knees are hurting, all this other stuff, and you can tell. I'm not the only one. Everyone in the park, most people that are in that park, including the kids, are limping. And this is no joke. You guys know this. If you've been there, you know. So, it was fun, but what I wanted to talk about today was some of the things that are going on at Disney that you guys might not know. Post-COVID, everyone's traveling. And I was surprised at the amount of people that was there. I didn't expect that many people. Although when you look at the footage that I'm going to let you guys in on today, you'll notice that there are not many people around, right? But Disney can pack in hundreds of thousands of people. So there were parts in the parks where it was packed. It was really, really packed. Again, not as usual, but there were many people in the parks. They did not have, the one thing that I didn't like was you had to park. If you guys notice, when you arrive at the parking area, if you're staying in Disney, you're using the transportation buses and all that stuff. I usually stay outside, so I book my resort outside of the park. Usually I go to the Westgate Lakes Resort, right? And we're going to talk about that here on this recording here. So we're going to look at the Westgates as well, because it's an amazing resort. But they didn't have the transportation cart. So usually what happens is you park, you get out, you wait on the side. The transportation cart comes around, picks you up, and takes you to the entrance of the park. That didn't happen this year, so I was really disappointed. Because we had a lot of, that's added walking that you have to do even before you get into the parks. It's like walking, a mile just before you get in, before you get into the parks. And that's depending on where you park at, by the way. The other thing was even some of the rides, they don't have Fast Pass anymore, but what I discovered was a lot of delays. So there were a lot of delays. You know, you're waiting on those lines, 60 minutes, 65 minutes, some rides for 70, 75 minutes. And again, you get into these parks early in the morning, you think you're going to do everything that Disney has to offer, and by the time you do 2 rides, standing on lines and moving inch by inch on all those lines, by the time you do 3 rides, you're done, right? You want to get out of the park. So most people that go to Disney do not get the full experience. I can tell you that right now because I've been going for many years and I still haven't seen everything that's there. But that's the one thing that I saw this time around was there were a lot of delays on some of the rides, and even during the ride, they would stop and they would announce that there were delays, and this was happening frequently. Now, I did notice too that on some of the big rides, you know, the big Splash Mountains and Seven Dwarfs, this is at Magic Kingdom, and of course, Space Mountain, you know, Space Mountain, when we first went to do Space Mountain, that was closed, and that was around noontime. So the trend that was happening that I kind of figured out in every park around noontime, they would say that certain rides were down, and I think that's because they did not have the help. They were not at full capacity, so I don't think they had enough employees to maybe rotate lunch times and things of that nature. I mean, I that's just my guess, but that's what I told Devin, my son. I said maybe you know, they just don't have people to rotate around lunchtime. So at 12 o'clock, they're shutting down the rides and saying that, you know, they're having certain delays. But other than that, you know, Disney is Disney. You know, you're gonna have a great time. My little guy, my 5-year-olds, you know, I was shocked because I thought I was going to be going on all these baby rides. He's 5. He's a big kid, but he's 5. He did all of the major rides in every park with his brother. So we did not go near any of the kiddie sections. Christian was all over the place. I'm so proud of him. But he had a great time. But guys, so I want to get you in here now. And by the way, guys, you know, I don't know if you've ever, I don't know what you guys do or where you stay when you go to Disney. I usually stay at the Westgate Lakes in Orlando on Turkey Lake Road, right? Turkey Lake Road is just across, it's right on I-4. So if you're in Orlando, right, it's easy to get back and forth from, you know, the resort I was staying at anyway, from Westgate to Disney and to on the other side to all Universal Studios. Now, SeaWorld is just across from I-4, which was directly across from our resort, from the Westgate. And when you head west, you're going toward Tampa, you're going toward I-4 west, you're going toward Tampa, you're going toward Miami, and the first stop is the Disney parks, which is Disney Springs, downtown Disney, basically. And you enter in from Disney Springs and you start getting the signs to all the different parks that are there. So that's why we like to stay at the West Gates, is because it's very, very convenient. It's about, you know, the resort is, again, I would say a 5 to 8 minute ride, not even 5, I wouldn't say 8 minutes, about a 5-minute ride to the first Disney entrance going west, right? And so when you come back, you always look for, when you come back to the resort, you look for Orlando East, and that's going back toward the resort, which again is about 5 to 8 minutes away, depending on what park you're at. But yeah, so this was an amazing time, and you know, the Westgate is it's like a little city. The resort's like a city, and they've done some great upgrades there, as you're going to see in the video. They added a water park in the resort, so a lot of people go. They don't even go to the Disney parks; they just stay at Westgate and enjoy the fun there. And again, the process, you know, checking in and checking out is really, really easy. You know, you have these virtual checkouts now, regardless of what you're trying to do, whether you're booking your car or your resort or whatever it is, your flight. All you do now is you check in before you leave home, and you don't need to check in when you get there, which is really cool now. And then when you leave, they have drop boxes where you can drop keys off or cards off or whatever it is. So that's always a good thing, and it makes things very convenient when you're hustling and bustling on these vacations. So guys, so yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys in, let you guys take a look. Again, if you like the video, subscribe, and hopefully, sometime in the near future, we'll be looking at another place. Maybe back to Mexico, maybe Dominican Republic, maybe Jamaica. We'll see. It depends on how good life is to me, over the next few months. So let's go in, guys. What do you think, Christian?
Get all the way.
You think you can do it, Christian?
No.
Yes.
Christian!
Here.
Yeti bar.
May I have your attention, please? We are experiencing an extended delay in our operation. We apologize for the inconvenience and will keep you advised of any further developments. Thank you for your continued cooperation and patience.
We're going to get glasses later.
Huh?
We're going to get glasses later.
So finally, we made it to the resort. What a crazy, insane day this was. And we are now at the Westgate Lakes Resort. I'm a 500. This is where I usually stay. And to be honest with you guys, I've been staying here at this one room, which is right in front of you, right there, number 515, dating back to the 90s. That room right there. I asked for it, but they didn't have it, so they gave me the next one, which is 514. So we are staying at 514 for the next few days. Usually really cold in here. You walk in. Hey, Christian. How you doing there, little buddy? You walk in, and here's a little pantry section. Okay. Let me take a look here. I like this setup better than the other one, Devin. Okay, there's a little jacuzzi here.
Jacuzzi!
We're going to put you in there, Christian.
No.
Let's see what this looks like here. This is the really big shower here. Okay, nice tile. Very clean. Okay, there's Christian back there. And here's the part that I love about this resort, people. Let me show you this. Okay, this is the bed. Okay, but here is the part that I love about this resort, if I can figure this out. Okay, is this. This then. Look at this. This is looking right over the lake. Okay, so at night, when they're doing fireworks at Disney, we can sit. This is massive, guys. Look at this. Look how huge this is. Okay, you can do a party here. Seriously. But you can come out here at night, and there's a screen here to keep the mosquitoes away. There's a lake here, which, by the way, we've seen alligators over in this lake several times in the past. Okay, we can fish off that pier right there. I don't know if you guys see that. So we can come right out, step out of our door, and do some fishing. So, I'm gonna get back in here, unpack. Look at Christian. Christian's making himself at home, and he's had he had a roller coaster of a day, and I'm so glad he's looking happy after what he's gone through. But check back with you guys. Good morning, guys. Oh boy, so we are day 2 here in Orlando, Florida at the Westgate Lakes. So I just stepped out really quickly. I actually got up at 6 o'clock in the morning to do some stretching, get prepared for this day here, because I got to tell you guys, it was just crazy what we experienced yesterday, and that's from the time we got to the airport. I had booked this trip back in January, and I booked a first class trip, rows, I think row 5, the entire group, and we got to the airport yesterday and they had changed that. They put us in row 2, but they kind of separated us, and I have a 5-year-old, so I wasn't happy about that. And then we get to Orlando, get off the plane to go get the car. Now guys, usually when I come to Orlando, I like to book a convertible, right? I like to drive a convertible when I come here. The kids come to Disney to experience the rides and all the fun here, but I like to just experience Orlando. I like to experience Florida when I come here, and I like to do that in the form of a convertible. To be honest with you guys, I got to tell you, I always get my convertible when I come here. But that was not available to me yesterday because I left my credit card at home. And so I put some money on a debit card, and I felt I could use a debit card. And budget rental car, they would not accept a debit card when you're booking a convertible. They'll accept it with any other car, but not a convertible. So I just want you guys to know that, just in case you're coming out and want to get that full experience with those convertibles. I know a lot of you guys like to come out here and do that because you see them everywhere down here. But we are at the Westgate Lakes right now. This is where I usually stay when I come to Orlando. I've been traveling here since the early 90s. Been to Disney, I don't know, practically every year since 1995, I believe it was. I may have missed maybe, I would say 5 or 6 years from that time. But what you're looking at here is a 500 section of the resort. And I came out today. By the way, guys, look at this. You got to be really careful because you have snakes, and this is just a warning sign, snakes and alligators that are here. So they're putting these signs up along the lake here. This is just right outside of our room, by the way. And we've seen alligators here in the past, over the years, right? But this was just built here, guys. This was not here when we were here back in 2019. This was not here. So they just put this out, this mini golf section here, just right outside the rooms, by the way. It's really cool, right? They even got the rabbits out this morning. So this is a massive resort too. This is a massive resort. I think they go up to 1,000, the sections here. So we're in 500. And this is the section of the resort where I like to stay, because it's particularly, guys, because at night, if you look right over the water there, that's where the Disney parks are. That's where the Disney parks are. And at night, as you guys know, when you're at Disney and you're trying to get through at night to get in position to watch fireworks and things of that nature at Epcot or maybe at Magic Kingdom, it's crazy. It's a hassle shuffling through all those people, and especially after the fireworks are over with. Trying to get out of the parks, shuffling and tumbling over people and getting pushed and all that stuff. So what you can do, what I like to do is, again, the reason why I like to stay in the same room when I come here is because I'm looking right over the lake. And that lake there, again, on the other side is where the parks are. And at night, you can see the fireworks right from here. So this is my room right now. The boys are in there. They're still asleep, right? That's it there. And again, I just came out to take a quick breather before we get this day started, because I know it's going to be a hassle. Here, guys, now this is right outside the room. This little bridge here, a little bridge where they allow people to rent fishing poles, right? So you can rent fishing poles, and they even have worms here. They have green night crawlers, guys, green night crawlers. And and you can go out on the pier here and fish. By the way, this is where I saw an alligator at the last time I was here. So it's a nice little area here, a nice little offering for their guests here at the Westgate Lakes, right? You can go out there and do some fishing. I know Christian, he's going to want to do that later on. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it because we have, usually in these parks, you know this, guys, nothing ever goes as planned. And when you get back from the parks, your legs are hurting, and usually you just want to go somewhere, sit down, get in a pool, or just go sleep, right? So we'll see what happens toward the end of the day. Look at this, guys. These are all the fish species that are here in this lake. You got catfish, you got pickle, you bluegill. Oh my God, look at that. The alligator gar. That is a monster fish, guys. I don't know if you guys know this, but that is a dangerous fish as well. Christian is going to be excited. I got to bring him out here because he likes the show River Monsters, and he likes one of the shows that that basically talks about the alligator gar, where Jeremy Wade, who is the star of the show, he fishes for different species of fish. And the alligator gar is one of the shows that Christian likes to watch. Now I came out here, look at this, guys. This is one of the reasons why I came out here to take a look at this. Right? Take a look at this. This is a mini water park that was built here at the Westgate Lakes. And I think they have one in every section of the resort. This is cool because this was not here back in 2015. So they did this relatively quickly. That's a pretty nice pool right there, guys, right? It's pretty big, but it doesn't look like the place is open because the pool is not filled. The pool is not filled, right? How are you? How you doing? Seats look new, so I don't know if you can come out and enjoy this offering here for their guests. This is really cool. This is really nice right here. Again, this area here, the last time I was here, was like a little park. And people would come out, take walks around the park, or just sit out and look over the water, right? So this is cool. I think the guests here are going to really enjoy this over the years. So I wanted to come out and take a look at that. But yeah, so we have a long day ahead of us. So I got to get in here and get these boys up so we can get prepared to embark on this journey that we're going to go on today. Usually it's a crazy journey here at Disney, as you guys know. And this is a quiet section of the resort. I stay here because it's quiet, nice trails. Again, the water here, and I feel real comfortable and safe when I come to this side of the resort. So I'm going to get in here and wake these guys up, see if we can get our day started. But guys, I'm going to come back a little bit later on, and again, I'll be adding this video into my channel. So see ya. Huh?
Is that called the bullfin?
Yeah, bullfin. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. I've never heard of that fish before, but I have heard of the alligator gar.
But I want to go look.
Oh, that's the one people want to
Yes. I have heard of the alligator gar. I mean, but the bullfin, I've never heard of that. Christian, where you going? Okay, we got to head out, Christian. Okay. Oh, this is cool. Where you going, Christian? I don't know if, well, it's not open, but I guess we can walk down here to take a look. But it's not open. Look at bruh. There's bruh. Okay, let's go. We can walk out. You know, Devin, you know, that's a lazy pool. They have the what? Oh, yeah, but okay, I didn't know that.
So like Christians,
It's a lazy pool.
Christian says 3 through 9 on 3 through 9 on his.
That's a wave pool. You hear it? That's kind of cool.
I think Christians is the one. I think your one of ours is mini, and then Christians is like a play.
Let's see if we can find a gator, Christian. Maybe we'll see a gator down here somewhere. I know the last time we saw one here. And I bet there's a lot of baby gators. I can hear them. Do you hear them chirping?
I see movements in the water. I see movements.
You see movement. What do you see?
I see like those. There's something over here. So.
This is probably where the young gators come to hide. And they have pythons in here and other deadly snakes. Okay, where are these little guys? Oh, they're out there fishing. Wow. Looks exciting. Ah, they're playing miniature golf. There they are. Devin was so excited about this. He wanted to come out here and have a little fun playing miniature golf. What hole are you guys on? What hole are you on? That's it?
You gotta teach Christian how to do it.
You gotta teach him. You're the one playing.
I'm trying to teach him and he's not listening.
Christian. All right. Look, watch Brown. Watch Brown. The object, Christian, the object is to hit it so it can roll and get inside the hole. Don't you want to be Tiger Woo?
Now you're here. Line it up like I... No. You gotta leave the ball here.
Go, Christian. Good job, Christian. Be back, Devin. Oh boy, this is going to be a hot one today. We have not even began our day yet because the boys wanted to play miniature golf this morning. Again, the golf course, if you would, is just right out here, right outside our room. And it's so convenient because you have the lake here, as you guys can see, right? I filmed this in another video earlier today, or earlier this morning when I got up. And as you can see, the water park is getting packed there. And by the way, guys, I thought that this was that this water park was free. They just built this, as I explained in my last video. But I just found out this morning that it's $20, so you can come to the resort. It's called Treasury Cove, I believe it is. I think that's the name of the water park, and it's $20 admission. So guys, if you're thinking about coming out here and booking a stay here at the Westgate Lakes, you might want to just remember that the charge is going to be $20 for the water park. So as you can see, there's a lot of people here. It looks packed. Looks like they're having fun out there, right? So I got to head back in and get prepared because we're heading out to Blizzard Beach this morning, right? So we're heading out to a water park actually earlier this morning, and so I want to get these guys ready. It didn't open up. The park doesn't open up until 11. Usually it opens up at 8 in the morning. I guess it's the COVID protocol. So it opens up at 11 today, and we'll get in there and have some fun. Oh boy, guys, I gotta let you know, I just got here. This is the second day here, and I've had 3 sets of keys already. These freaking cards right here, if you can see that, for the resort. I'm on my 3rd set already, so I feel really bad about that. I don't know how I lost the 2nd set, but it's got to be somewhere in this room. I checked all over and just don't see it anywhere. I looked all over and it's nowhere to be found. So guys, I'll be checking back with you with more videos from today's events at Blizzard and at Disney's Magic Kingdom. Are you ready to go have some fun?
Yep.
Okay. Where are we off to?
Disneyland.
No. What park are we going to?
Blizzard Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5. Come on.
I'm gonna spray you out.
Where's Bros? All right. Say hi to Mama.
Hi, Mama.
Give a kiss. You're silly, Christian. Look at that thing. Look at how big that thing is. That's a mosquito, Christian. Look how huge that thing is. Whoa. It's a monster. Look at that thing. It looks like a plane. Well, it looks like he's ready. Are you ready, Christian?
Yep.
All right, we're off. Yeah, I got it. We're off, Christian. Look at that. That is just amazing.
Whoa.
I can't believe that we spent all this money for Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon, and I didn't notice. I didn't research this before I came. Look at that, Christian. And that's cool, right? Okay, Christian. We are about to enter Disney. Are you excited, Christian? All right. We're coming up. Here it is. We are entering the park. Disney 2021. Here it is, Christian.
Mickey.
Alrighty. Now we gotta look for Blizzard Beach. And the good thing is not many people here yet.
Yeah.
So we have the whole thing to ourselves, Christian.
Yeah.
If you fall, you're going to be on your own. I'm going to let you go, Christian.
No!
Bye, Christian. Stop screaming like that.
I'm scared. Ah! Okay, let me try that.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. Go ahead, jump. There you go.
Yeah!
Wow. And that's the other thing too. Like people, like they see stuff like this. You know, people have looked at this and said they're gonna you know, pick one up. Christian, you're not as good as your brother, Christian. Uh-oh, Christian, look at Christian. Good job, Christian. Uh-oh, Christian, the waterfall's coming, and that water is cold. Right, bro? Look at that.
Daddy was a fever.
All right, open up, turn around, go. Man, you about to take off, man. You didn't open up, man. You didn't open up. No. You didn't open up.
I'm covering you.
Christian, we're going in the tunnel. Christian! This water is cold. Oh my Lord. Come on, Christian. Come on. Come on, Christian. Yeah, there's just not a lot of people here yet. So, you want to get on one of the tubes, Christian?
I see a shark tooth.
You don't see no shark tooth, Christian. Where?
Look right there.
Yeah, right.
There it is.
Okay, go get it.
No.
Come on, Christian. Good job. Christian, come on. Jeez. Christian, sharks can't come in here.
I guess they added new
Christian,
things.
can you come on? It's not a shark tooth. Come on. Listen, they're going to sneeze here. Christian, they're going to sneeze on you when you get to this little cabin right here. Okay? Like little cabin right in the middle of the ocean here. Christian, look at this guy. Look.
What, you got a hanky?
Uh-oh, Christian. Huh?
Used to be boys in that.
I know. Well, they're trying to cut back on everything.
Shoot up in the sky.
I know.
What? I'm gonna go in the water.
You're in the water, Christian. If you walk along here, Christian, you might see some lizards. Christian? Huh?
I'm a fast swimmer. I just didn't like it.
What?
I told her I was good. I'm a fast swimmer.
Oh my god, this is so amazing.
But what do you mean you didn't like
I'm a
it?
fast swimmer.
Yeah, but I'm saying, so what's the big deal?
I
Go
could
swim.
walk. Guys, I could walk.
Take advantage of your athleticism. If I was athletic like you when I was younger, I'd be doing all this stuff. But then again, where I come from, we didn't have all this stuff that you have today. Not in my freaking community anyway.
Let's go, bro. Let's go, bro.
How are you? Think it'll be packed today? What do you think?
I don't know.
Okay.
Starting at
Wow, that's a nice picture. Oh my God. A video, you can take a picture too.
Take no video.
I'll just get up close. Alright. I have to get over that stuff. Okay, Christian, we are heading into boat, Christian. Heading over to Magic Kingdom. Okay. So, Christian, that's the monorail, right? But we are heading toward the ferry boat that goes to see Magic Kingdom. There it is. See it? Okay, here's the Alright, Christians, we're gonna head to the monorail for Magic Kingdom. 24? Why? Let him go on and say hi. Go ahead.
resemblance. Another greater kudu, and then some bongos over here, reddish brown. They're known as a ghost of the forest, even with the bright coloring. Once they get into the bushes, they do blend in really well. The horns are swept back, have a little twist to them that allows them to run through the woods really quickly without getting caught up on anything. Very endangered. There's only about 5,000 of them left in the entire world. That's in the wild and captivity combined. The horns on rhinos are not actual horns. They're not attached to their skulls, and they're made of keratin, like our hair and fingernails, instead of bones. Ears, eyes, nostrils, all at the very top of the head. That way they can come up, get some air, see what's going on. It's the people's very low profile. Swim, but they tend to run or walk underwater, and that does work for them. They move extremely well. And while they don't have a typical runner's body, they are quick on land. They run up to about 20 miles an hour, and that is way faster than most of us if you're riding a bicycle.
No, right there. Right there.
Think all over sub-Saharan Africa, and they can reach well over 16 feet in length, fully grown.
Look.
In the wild, they live around. And that's because Harambe means to come together. When sable, antelope are threatened, instead of scattering, running off, they actually come together and face that threat.
By the logs and back.
The giraffes are coming up, Christian.
If you look at the bottom of the neck on the zebras, there's a little bit of extra skin that hangs down. That is called a dewlap. There's blood vessels in there, and that helps them regulate their temperature. That's a pretty common thing with a lot of animals like antelope, but they are the only zebras that have that.
They kind of look like roosters.
Termite mounds all around when they wear it down. He was only born, let's see, about 2 months ago. He's a little guy. He's a very young guy. Mature female giraffe walking over here on the left.
He kind of looks like he's 5.
There's a younger one right behind. The short horns on the head are called ossicones. Very long, prehensile tongue, about 16 to 18 inches long in the adults. Yeah, the giraffe behind her is about 3 years old. She's also a female. And again, then Coley cattle here on the right, some more coming up. Check out the horns. Now their horns are made of a honeycomb material inside, and blood flows in them. They're like radiators. That regulates their body temperature. Look at the size of the horns of the female to our right. They are massive.
Look! Bulls!
You won't see this in the documentaries, but giraffes love standing in front of trucks, so we're going to try to get by here without getting blocked.
Kicked.
A baby, she's 4.5, but she is a baby in my eyes, and she's a baby of the herd. I still remember when she was a little teeny tiny 300-pound newborn. Now researchers here, cheetahs laying down on the left. A group of cheetahs like that is called a coalition of cheetahs. They are the fastest land mammals. They run well over 60 miles an hour. The teardrop-looking marks under their eyes help them with the glare from the sun. And if you're wondering what separates the rhinos from us, we do have a lot of bushes right there. A white rhino.
Good morning, guys. Day 4 here in Orlando. It's about 7:25 in the morning, and the sun is just about coming up. right now, and you can feel humidity. Usually in Orlando, about around this time of morning, when you can see clear skies and you start to feel that humidity this early, you know you are in for a very hot day. So we are just, well, I'm up getting ready, cleaning out this room, straightening things up. You know, I got two boys here, and you know, they just kind of take things off, throw stuff around, and they're not organized at all. So I'm just out here in the den, just doing some stretching. Again, look how huge this den is. It's very spacey. And by the way, guys, I wanted to talk about this room that we're in here at the Westgates. If you're thinking about coming to the Westgates Resorts, you know, one thing I looked at, or that I like about this resort, this particular room, and this is one of the smaller rooms here. It sleeps, I believe it sleeps 4. It has a pull-out couch, and then it has a king-size bed. But you know how sometimes you go to, and by the way, guys, you're not seeing me because, quick story, the first day that we were here, my GoPro that I usually travel with, let my son, we had the underwater case, and he went underwater in one of the water parks, and somehow it opened and destroyed the entire GoPro. So that's why you're not seeing me on this film right now. But anyway, so getting back to the room, the one thing about you know, this area that I'm at, again, this is the section 500 at the Westgates Resort. Right outside, as you can see, I'm just a couple steps right outside of the lake here. Again, you have the bridge there for fishing. The water park is just about, let's say about, I don't know, 25 steps outside this gate here. So, or the screen door. But anyway, I wanted to talk about this room because you know how sometimes you travel and you know, you have all these electronic devices that we travel with today, you know, the phones and the cameras and all this other stuff, the hair dryers and all this stuff, right? And so I wanted to talk about the outlets. You know, a lot of times you go to these resorts and you got like 2 outlets and everybody's fighting to use the outlet, right? So I'm here outside the room, and you have one that's very cool. So you have your table here. You can just line up you can come out here and chill out, lay out, and you can use your electronic devices just sitting outside the room. So it's very convenient here, right? But if you go inside, this little guy's asleep right here, by the way. He's still knocked out. But here's the bed, right? So here's the, this is the king size bed. You got to climb on this thing, by the way, to get in it. But as you can see on the nightstand here, you have these connections on one side of the bed, right? Now, on the other side of the bed, you have, guys, just kind of, you know, I know you got all this junk out here, and you're seeing all this mess that we have on the floors here. But this is usually what happens when you're on vacation. You know, this is how I organize, and I'll get all this stuff cleaned up once we're ready to pack to go home. And this is the jacuzzi guys. I had Christian in here last night. Just wanted to get him the experience there. But so you have that outlet here on the other nightstand, right? Forgot to point that out, right? Of course, you have a lot of space for storage here. Dresser here with, and they're very big. It's very spacey, right? So this is the pull-out bed, by the way, right? So you have that, and you can get two people up here if you're thinking about bringing 4 people to the room. Nice, I don't know what that is. Looks like maybe a 40-inch TV here. Again, then you have space here. This dresser here. Okay, you have enough space to hang up clothes. There's the safe. There's an ironing here, iron here, and an iron board right here. So just waking up, guys. So I gotta get my head together. But you also have an outlet here. Of course, you have, this is the little the kitchenette area here. Plates, right? So you have everything that you would need in the small kitchenette area, and this stuff is already set in the room. Everything that you need here, microwave, so you can go out. What people usually do, there's a Walmart just a half a mile down the road. People usually go when they come in, pack up on stuff, you know, water, food, and you know, and then they stock it in the room for their stay. And it actually saves money, to be honest with you, right? And this is where your garbage area is. You have dishwashing materials here. There's a little desk here where you can sit, do some work if you like. A little bit messy right now. But here you also have, by the sink area, right? Pretty nice area, big mirror right there. You have some nice space up here to put whatever you need to, you know, whatever you need to put here in terms of your cosmetics and that kind of stuff. You would drop that stuff here, right? And so here's another outlet on the wall. So everywhere you look around this room, you have outlets. Right, and I love this here. This thing here, you can set this to just go off and on as you wish. There's a fan there, and the vents are here, and the air is clean, it's cool, and it gets very cold very fast in this room. So, and I think there are several other outlets in this room that maybe behind the dresser right here and the couch, of course. So just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown on that, just in case you're trying to prepare and you're trying to do guesswork in terms of what they have or what to bring, what they have in the rooms, what you should bring, how much you should bring, what you can be, what you'll be accommodated with here at the resort. So we're gonna get our day started, guys, and hopefully I can go out and buy another GoPro today, and we can, you know, do our last couple days here the way I had originally planned. But we're getting the clips in anyway, so we'll see you guys back soon. Christian. Hello, miss you.
Christian, no.
Good job, Christian.